What's up, my guys? We are back. This is the JuiceBox with episode 202.
Yes.
Yes.
202.
Woo! We're here. It's Sunday morning. We had snow yesterday. The snow is now gone. I think it's a crime, boys. I think the groundhog lied to us, but it is what it is. How we feeling?
Feel good. I think we hit like all 4 seasons in the last 3 days, which is an Appalachian staple.
My sinuses could agree.
Yeah.
I love it, dude. Keep me on my toes.
Yeah, because we were like 60 one day, and then it snowed the next day, and then like I was somewhere, and again, I'm very bad at like landscaping, upkeep, and whatnot. So I was like, shit, I need to get home and like sweep off my sidewalk before my neighbors are starting to judge me again. And by the time I got home, all the snow was gone.
Yeah, dude, I was so confused. Me and Brady probably played Warzone until like 11 o'clock Friday night. Looked outside before I laid down. Nothing out of the ordinary. A little damp, whatever. I literally woke up, got out of bed at 9:20 or something, and went to go make a pot of coffee. And I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Because for an hour and a half, it looked like it was gonna be a blizzard.
Yeah, like if it would have just continuously was like that, it would have been a blizzard, dude. It would have been crazy.
Which would have been electric. Again, rest in peace. Good snow.
Yeah, seriously though. But dude, what were we talking about right before we started? Oh yeah, drinking.
Drinking.
How's that going though? For real.
It's going really good for some reason. Yeah, I don't want to get like too lame that like there's people that are like, I don't drink anymore. I feel great. Fuck all you, sinners. But honestly, like I've been feeling really good. I haven't drank in a month and a week now.
I mean, personally, my opinion, which I feel like you've somewhat conquered, is the inward fear of going out without drinking.
Yeah,
like I can be honest. I genuinely don't know if I've ever done that.
It's
really
weird. Like sometimes it's like really cool. Like I've said that I really enjoy going out and like seeing people. And getting that, like I'm out of the house, like I'm kind of having fun, but then also like sometimes it just sucks.
Yeah, I guess it is just cool though, because you could personally just be like, yo, I'm leaving at 9 or I'm going to leave at 3 a.m. and it doesn't matter. You don't have to worry about when you drive.
It doesn't at all. Yeah. And we're just kind of getting into the negatives of that. Everyone's like, "Oh, when are you leaving? You take me home." But other than that, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, well, just lie and be like, "Dude, I'm 4 vodkas deep. I can't."
Well, that's what I'm like. I'm getting up at 5 tomorrow. I'm going home right now.
No,
Sorry.
but dude, I can't. I think it was Brady. I was talking to Brady yesterday, and he was just like, "Is Bubba still not drinking?" And I was like, "Yeah, he's holding it strong. I don't know how long he's gonna go, but keep going if you feel good." I mean,
yeah. Again, I really want to be careful because there's a line of I don't want to be super lame, but yeah, I don't know where to go. Like I kind of don't want to drink, but then I'm also like I'm going to drink again.
I think the giveaway is going to be the first 70-degree outside day drinking.
Absolutely.
Yep.
That or like again, we're in like a time where nothing happens. The first time like I cross into a different state, like I'm going to be drinking. Like if I go to Pittsburgh or I'm not a different state, but Morgantown or anything like that, like I can't do that and not drink.
That's fair.
In contrast, I've kept up with my consumption. Actually, this weekend might have been my lightest weekend since Thanksgiving.
Jesus Christ, that's honestly, that's a long time for real though. But I get it because
it doesn't feel. It's almost kind of like a dream,
No, I completely agree because I cannot believe that this Friday is March 1st. It's crazy.
Where's it going?
Yeah. No,
where's
real.
it going?
But like, all right. So what did you just low key? Did you go out?
So stayed a little low key this weekend. Went out to the Nailers game Friday with a nice group of friends.
Oh
probably had the option to only drink 2 beers, but I elected to have 6.
That's fine. That's
awesome.
To each their own.
Yesterday might have been my first Saturday without drinking any booze.
Oh, dude, but I bet you feel great right now.
Oh my God, right now I feel like $1 million.
I'll tell you, that's like because I've, older I get, I'm like I only drink on the weekends, really. And going out and like day drinking on Saturdays has been fun because it's cold. You go watch WVU, sit there, see some people. But I'm like kind of. So I was watching a podcast with Sarah Safari, Bradley Martin, and this other Nick YouTuber guy that dates Sky Bree. And Sarah Safari brought up a great point. She's like, there's no positive of drinking alcohol, like especially the next day. Like waking up just kind of being all weird and funky. I hate it. In the moment, it's so fucking fun. But then like today, which I'm fine, but you're not clicking on all cylinders. It's kind of just like, So I don't know. I go back and forth. That's why like I got two diverse people here on the panel right now.
And that is like that is one of the funniest things, and I've talked to Bubba about this. 6 months ago, our roles are flopped. Totally flipped.
I hadn't seen Schwartz out in like what seemingly was like a year and a half.
6 months ago, I probably hadn't been out to a bar for like 4 months.
So what do you think? Because I was in the same boat. So I never understand why that happens. Because like holidays happened, it was great. But then I feel like literally as soon as the new year hit, I've been at the hole almost every single Saturday, which I've had fun doing, but it's like, why all of a sudden do I go from not doing it to...
It just goes in stages. But
yes.
I feel like I'm like split in half as well, though. Like, because that's my whole persona, basically.
Yeah.
And like, there's nothing, I've said this many times, that I love more than sitting at a bar and drinking. Doesn't matter where. I love it. There's nothing I like more. But then also, it's like, I'm very, like, I like streaks. And now I'm going to streak at not drinking, and for some reason, I feel like I can't now. Like, I can totally drink a beer, whatever I fucking want. But at the same time, like, I'm going to feel so defeated that first time I drink a beer.
Isn't it funny how that shit works? You're like, dude, I've been holding off for so long, and you have one, then you're just going to feel like a failure. But you're not at all. Legit.
Like, I feel great. I've been losing some LBs, and humble brag.
That's all. Hey.
The weekends are so much longer. It's just like, holy shit. Like,
the weekend takes this long?
Is this what 3 days feels like? When you drink, it's like you wake up and, oh, fuck, it's Sunday and I hate the world and myself and I have to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It must have been something. I can't remember. I'm old. So 4th of July at that point must have been the last time that I had drank anything.
That's crazy.
And then, so, I went on a streak of not drinking up until probably Thanksgiving. And then, so Sam comes into town and me and him and Bubba plan on going out one night for Thanksgiving. And I can say with almost certain confidence that this streak that I'm on right now was sparked by female influence.
Yeah.
I can almost certainly guarantee that.
Hey.
So shout out to you hot women.
Shut up. But on the list of like positives of like drinking, like that's up there. Like you don't really get that atmosphere when you're not drinking.
And it's a much different social event drinking out at bars than pretty much anything else. I mean, everyone's loose. No one's sitting there uptight. Everyone's being themselves. You got the weirdos. You got the guys that think they're cool. You got the cool guys that don't think they're cool.
Yeah.
It's legit.
There's no other social gathering that you get that motley crew.
Right.
And feelings.
Other than a high school lunchroom.
Yeah, true.
It's bars and high school lunchrooms.
Well, I'm glad you said that because I am also notorious for watching shows like years after they premiere. And I started Euphoria last night.
You want to dive into it, brother?
Yeah,
that show's fucking insane.
Yeah, it is insane.
So how far are you?
Like an episode and a half,
dude. Like
or two, maybe two.
There's gonna be some of those episodes where like it just hits you gut wrench so weird. It's such a weird like. I loved it. I can't wait.
I was gonna ask, do you still like it? Because I don't want to start and then like hate it in 4 episodes.
I was a massive fan of Euphoria, but I will say, bro, it's weird. Like it's like a. Basically, you take college party atmosphere, but they plug it into a high school.
Yeah, and you get that. Even like one episode in, I'm like, oh, this is kind of weird. But at the same time, and it is like overblown very much. But I think they nailed it though. Like that's, and I was never, still not, like I've never been a big drug guy, but there are certain points of that are like so nostalgic. Like going home, like when the sun's up and just like, I don't know, ending up in weird places, the sun's up, you're under the influence, like I was, usually always drunk, but we're always drunk. But at the same time, it's like, fuck, I miss that so much. And like going on benders for like days at a time when you're just like drunk the entire time. And like, it's nostalgic in a way that like that won't be me anymore, probably. Yeah. Like maybe, the Talladega or shit like that happens. But outside of that, like that will never be me regularly anymore. But sometimes I'm like, damn, I fucking miss those days.
Well, dude, I mean, just my opinion on the show, I feel like the reason why it stirred up so much like fuss isn't the right word, but talking points when it was on TV was because of, obviously it's over dramatized, whatever, but of how spot on it actually is.
Yeah, very spot on.
And I think that might have been the trigger for people. It's not that like, hey, we shouldn't be showing this. It's like, oh, this is kind of like what it's really like, and we don't want to admit it because that's
and like
crazy.
we felt that way in Wheeling. Like, yeah, like I can't imagine like bigger cities and shit.
Dude, I just like talking about nostalgia feelings. I did it yesterday actually, and it was just great. Like nothing more fun just walking into your friend's house. You know what I mean? Like mom there, sister there, everyone's in the kitchen, you're bullshitting. Like
what up?
I did that yesterday.
Mom knows you're fucked up. You're like, how?
Yeah, well, I mean, like even just like going into a friend's house, just be there for an hour and say what's up. Like that's the part of the show that I miss the most, is because you'd be sitting on the couch, 10 o'clock would hit, be like, oh, we're at so and so's house. You'd hop in your car, you'd go. But like now, I'd be like, I'm in bed, dude. What? But no, dude, I'm pumped you started it though.
Yeah, I like it. It's cool.
Incredible cast.
Yeah,
like an incredible cast.
Well,
of people.
Is that Sid Sweeney?
Yes.
I was just gonna say another knock on me is I just don't really know famous people, and like I was like, oh shit, that's Sidney Sweeney. Didn't know how she became famous. Like I just thought one day she appeared. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Well, I'm trying to think. I don't know. Can't remember what that might have been the first thing I saw her in, actually.
Yeah, well, the first episode, I'm like, oh, that's why she's famous. It makes total fucking sense now.
Yeah, brother. Hell yeah. But
like, oh.
Dude, but rest in peace to my guy Fez, though.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Dude, he...
it's a shame I know he's dead, too. I started knowing that he died.
And
incredible character.
Once
already.
you see him in the show, we always said it years ago when it was out, like, he would have been the perfect person to biopic Mac Miller. Like...
Oh, absolutely.
Looks... everything. He's perfect.
It's crazy, like the similarities, like shit that Max said in his songs early on, and like also shit that he said in the first episode. You're like, fuck. Like after you know that he died and shit.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
Yeah.
It's like haunting.
And then Leslie Mann's daughter Maud's in there, and Judd Apatow's daughter's in it. Obviously Zendaya's in it. Dude, her character, like her character's gut wrenching because like it really hits home to certain
for sure.
aspects of life. Like it's crazy, but hell yeah, dude. I'm trying to think. What did I?
Show, yeah.
Did I start it? Oh, I rewatched Dune because Dune 2 comes out this week.
Right.
Great movie.
I heard that's really good. I want to read the book too. I heard the book's really good.
Is there an original movie from like the 70s or 80s maybe?
Yeah.
84 or something.
I almost want to, because I haven't seen any. I haven't seen the new Dune, and I haven't seen the original either. I almost want to watch the original and then watch the new two to see how they compare.
Well, I just love the world they're creating. Like I knew nothing about it, knew nothing about the books, like the old movie. It's basically like Star Wars mixed with Game of Thrones mixed with like a Marvel vibe with like worlds. It's sick. Yeah,
because is Timothy Chalamet about to steal Tom Holland's girl, bro?
Dude, Timothy Chalamet's
God
a dog,
damn.
bro. He's such a dog. And then in this new one, we're gonna have Florence Pugh's gonna be in it. The fuck.
Oh, she's beautiful too.
I can't remember the other dude's name who's playing the bad guy, but yeah, no, I'm very, very excited for that for sure. I just can't believe Friday's March 1st already, which is fucking insane to me.
While we're on TV, how about House of the Dragon season 2 coming out?
Yeah, when's the date?
I just saw that.
Is it June, I think?
It said Q2 I saw, so it's got to be kind of soon.
Yeah, I mean Q2's somewhere
summer.
It's April to June.
I think somebody conspiracy theorized that it's going to be June for some reason.
Dude, I mean, obviously we knew what we were walking into because of Game of Thrones. Like, you got to take that into perspective, man. But that first season's incredible.
It's awesome, and I think what's sweet about it is they have so much room to get creative and kind of invent the story that we don't have a whole lot of background on from watching Game of Thrones. I think they're gonna go wild.
Was it you? Somebody was telling me, it might have been you, that what's cool about it might have been you, Rosalie, maybe both of you, how the House of the Dragon perspective, fuck, it might have been Dupes, I don't know, is the show is what actually, I guess, happened. And I guess in Game of Thrones, we hear the story, but this is going to be the actual story of what happened or whatever. So I think that's kind of cool too.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw they're coming out with an animated show too, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't
really.
Yeah.
And that could go either way.
Dude, I mean, I'll be honest, man. I've been enjoying these couple animated movies, like the Spider-Man movies. The new Ninja Turtle movie was awesome. Did you guys see that?
No, I didn't see it.
It's really good.
Wow.
But yeah, so I'm very fucking excited about House of the Dragon. Especially, I rewatched it probably right before the holidays, maybe. Those last couple episodes are
unbelievable. They're so good.
And it's crazy. Was it 2 years ago or longer? When did it?
I think it was 2 years ago.
2 years ago,
Because I remember saying on here, I'm gonna be almost 30 when the new. And
Yeah.
Here we are.
Here we are. Which I mean, I overshot that a little bit, but still, god damn, seems like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, no. So I'm excited. That'll be like it's watching Thrones in the summer is always fun. Sunday nights at 9 or whatever it is.
Yeah, we gonna do it up again.
Hell yeah.
We should do the weekly.
That would be great.
Yeah.
So down.
Oh, give me something to look forward to. Hell
Dude,
yeah.
And honestly, we could even time it out to where like we record right before.
And just hang out.
Yeah. Record, done, watch the episode. Yeah. I think that might be the play.
Okay.
When it's on.
All right.
Might get crowds again.
Yeah. Hey. Dude, I know
Bring
like,
all the puck slots need to show up, man.
I know that's not logistical for podcasts, but it is fun. It is fun to just have people here.
That
boozing.
and that was kind of before my time too. Maybe one or two. Maybe like one where we had people here.
Yeah, dude.
It's like a weird aspect. Yeah, you're like
Yeah.
up here on the stage. Yeah.
I know it's like everybody's watching and listening, and like then you're looking, you're like, oh, was that funny?
Yeah, I didn't get one laugh there, son of a bitch.
This crowd stinks. But also speaking of jokes and giggles, shout out our king Shane Gillis.
Dog, shut up.
Monologue was. Am I saying that word wrong?
No, that's right. Monologue.
That's correct.
Monologue. Classic Shane Gillis. I genuinely don't think he could have done it any better. He was just himself in that whole thing. So
Yeah,
sick.
I watched it this morning. And like you said, I'm excited to like dive into it and watch the whole thing. And that it's my official back of the week is Saturday Night Live with Shane Gillis, and then next week is Sydney Sweeney and Casey Musgraves.
Oh,
so
dang.
that's a must watch there.
Oh. Yeah. Voice of an angel. Casey
Voice of an
Musgraves.
angel. Yeah.
So, in Shane Gillis' monologue, he mentions something about being fired from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Do you know what that was about? Because I don't.
Kinda. He
This is actually cool that you don't know this actually.
yeah.
I have no idea.
I'm sure you know more that you could.
Well, so basically,
away.
in a nutshell, he got hired sometime in the pandemic. I can't remember what year. Might have been 2020, might have been 2021, somewhere there. He gets hired, and then like everything at that time, it was let's find something about this person to try to cancel them naturally. So he gets hired. He's there for a day. 1 day. Legitimately 1 day. And all of a sudden, somebody pulled up a clip from him and Matt McCusker's Matt and Shane's Secret podcast from years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Just like making some, I mean, it's funny Asian remarks. Some people think it's funny, some people don't, but it's comedy. Literally gets fired after a day, goes on Rogan, maybe the next week. All of a sudden, we start seeing him on Theo's podcast and everything. He blows up and basically now is bigger than Saturday Night Live. So that's why him coming back to host it was such a big deal, because they deadass just fired him after a fucking day.
Have you not seen the clip of him talking about his resume?
No.
Oh, it's hilarious. He's like, I honestly have like a sick resume, but it's funny because where'd he go? West Point?
Yes.
So he enrolled at West Point like during wartime to play football. So technically he's a dedicated, or what's the word? He's a veteran.
Yeah.
With designation or whatever. And then he got Saturday Night Live. And then what else did he do? He did something else too.
Well, they have Gillian Keeves, his big YouTube show.
Uh-huh.
Maybe that's it.
I forget what else he did. He did something else big, but then he was like, I didn't do any of those things. Like, I left West Point after a week. I got fired from SNL. And he didn't serve in the fucking military, honestly.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
That's so legit.
Dude, his comedy style is just so goofy.
Oh, I would milk that. So, I was in West Point. I'm a tough motherfucker.
So he's a college football playing veteran that got Saturday Night Live, and he didn't do any of the things.
Dude, he has a funny fucking story that he always tells on the podcast. I don't know if this was in high school or college. I'm assuming it's college, and he got like kicked off the team or something, or didn't want to play on the team, and was like really sad and like bawling his eyes out in the locker room. So all the guys saw him crying, and you know how he's like, and he then went on a bar crawl with his sister, and it was a onesie bar crawl. And he's like, I'm in the bar in this onesie, and all of a sudden all these guys started walking in that I just cried in front of, and they walked up to like, oh, look at Gillis in his onesie. he's just so funny, so down to earth, man.
Awesome.
I'm happy he led with that. It would have done a very bad like disservice if he didn't initially say like I got fired from here.
Yeah, for sure.
Back, not back. What do we love? What do we hate?
Let's see here. Yeah, the back was SNL. Not back. The Super Six, sadly, is moving away from Wheeling. I guess
Charleston,
going to Charleston.
Dude, it was a
Going
matter
back.
of time.
Mm-hmm.
It was, and I want to know like what part that downtown looks like an active war zone played in that. But at the same time, Charleston stinks. Sorry,
Yeah,
Charleston stinks.
it's hard for me not to think that like the downtown didn't play some kind of a factor.
Yeah, probably a significant role. But like Charleston has a mall and the embassy. What else does Charleston have?
Dude, so so again, I'm a Wheelingite. I'll put my foot down for Charleston here, but they're basically what we're trying to do now. They already have, so that's why like probably since all the other sports are down there, like they have like a sick downtown scene where you can like bar hop and shit now, and I think that's what we're transitioning to. I'm sure that probably played a factor, but you're right. I mean, we just can't have one thing here.
I mean, are they going to draw the same kind of crowd? I mean, I get the basketball tournament. It's always been there. People are always going to go there because it's always been there. People going to go there to watch football from here?
Well, probably not. But and there's probably so many angles. Like it's more centrally located, and like it is the state championship. Like it probably should be in the capital.
Yeah,
Wheeling used to be the capital. We should get back.
Well,
to
that's
facts.
what is also back is getting in Facebook arguments because of course News 9 posted that and everyone's like have their paragraph long, and I just commented with they shouldn't move the capital either. What a mistake that was.
Oh, that's so fucking
just because I
funny.
fucking love it, dude. I love getting a Facebook argument.
That is so funny. But yeah, dude. I mean, it is a bummer though. That made a lot of city money. But
why isn't it in Morgantown? Like, why don't they just play at Mountaineer Field?
That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's all about the kids, but I feel like it's just all the Southerners are like pissed off about it. So all like the parents are like, "Oh, fuck Wheeling, it shouldn't be there," and that's why they're
not even a part of us.
Yeah, that's why they're like moving it.
Yeah, no, dude, that's a great idea about playing at WVU.
Because there was talk about like W and Marshall like splitting it and going to, which would make it, but like Huntington. Do you want to have it in Huntington?
Yeah. If you want to get stuck with a fucking syringe from the side of the road, sure.
Dude, I've had some.
Shout out to Huntington.
I've had my fair share of drunken nights in Huntington, man.
Oh,
yeah, I've only had a couple. I always had fun though.
Yeah,
I always had a lot of fun at Marshall.
Yeah, dude.
But if you go 2 streets over, you're like, where the fuck am I?
Well, dude, that's the craziest thing about Huntington, bro. Like, they'll have neighborhoods where like multiple streets. This street has like $500,000, multi-million-dollar houses. Then the street over all the houses have fucking boards over the windows. And then it is true, like you're downtown, you're drinking, you go under that one bridge, and you're in another world if you're at the other side.
I had a couple friends that like got on a bus and like missed a stop, but they're like, oh, who the fuck is getting on the bus? Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then also the cell service apparently is not back, but I didn't know anything about it because I had perfect.
I have an old phone, so it didn't even affect me.
Yeah, I heard about it, but it didn't really affect me at all. But the whole idea of it's fucking terrifying, especially since we're technologically driven country.
I'm kind of writing off on any conspiracy theories, just pretty much given the fact that only newer phones were affected, meaning I have an iPhone 10. I kept my service.
Well,
I got a frantic phone call from my dad who happened to be on his Wi-Fi at the time. He's like, "Oh, don't leave the house. You're not going to have service." I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not even on my Wi-Fi, and I have service.
Hey, listen
I'm
here,
talking
pal.
to you right now.
I
And
got
he's like,
service, all right?
he's like freaking out. He's like, oh, they're saying like stuff's going down with the service. I'm like, oh, whatever. And so I go to work and talk to people, and some people are like, oh yeah, I don't have service. And so like Gage Sabita works there, and I'm like talking to him. I'm like, hey, like, do you not have service? Like, what the fuck's going on? He's like, no, I got service. And I know offhand that he and I have the same exact phone, this same yellow color too. Twins.
Gang.
Anyway, so
Little Easter
pretty
bunnies
much
over here.
after realizing that, I looked into it and checked everyone whose phones didn't have service and whose did. It was only newer models of phones that were affected by the service outage.
How new though? I have a 14, and I
Did you keep your service?
Yeah,
that's
and I have 18.
That's crazy. Okay, so then that adds even another part because I know several people with iPhone 14s that lost their service. But if you didn't, then it's not just the model of the phone.
It's just so funny though, because I mean the grid shit is very scary.
Yeah,
like I've seen a lot of shit and done some research that would be devastating.
That would be it, I think.
But at the same time, like it was just a service fuck up. You know, the AT&T just had an issue and they just fixed it. But all the boomers are like, we're under attack by China.
It's the Chinese.
And then the next day, China like sent us 2 panda bears. Whatever.
Thank you, China.
Where's my fucking panda bear?
No, but yeah. As soon as it went out, I was excited. I was like, "Cool! Can't wait to see what stories people chef up for this one."
Chinese, Russians, aliens.
Yeah.
5G.
So crazy, bro. But yeah, I mean, I have Xfinity, which supposedly runs on Verizon towers, so I didn't feel any kind of effect. But I don't know. It is like kind of crazy to think for higher level technological states, like if you do everything on your phone and you didn't have service, you were fucked. Credit cards, like Apple Pay, people are probably like, oh, I can't buy my macchiato this morning.
We had a hockey game last Sunday. We went to Condado in the South Hills, and I am so bad with directions. It's a shame that like we were walking in, and I was on like 5%. And I was kind of like, I might be fogged here, boys. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
I'm not gonna get home,
yeah. Dude. I don't know what direction 79 is. Don't know how to fucking get there. As long as I get there, I'm okay. But I might be fucked.
I think I can not proudly, but I definitely could admit that like without my phone, I think I'm useless.
Yeah.
Couldn't get anywhere. Wouldn't know anything.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know what time it is. Like what would you do?
Honestly though, can we do that though? That'd be sick. I would be so for it.
I wish this is hard, but like part of me wishes I was in my 20s in the 90s.
Oh, it'd be sick.
That would have been the best, I think. Dude.
Yep. I would have been in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
I would have been in a lot of trouble.
Go to the gas station. I needed to get to 79 South or whatever. He's like, well, you got to head northwest. Like, I don't know where the fuck that is. Like, what are you talking about, brother? You think I got a fucking map?
It's okay. Kmart, take it right into Kmart, take a left at the Goodyear. But yeah, no, I think the best time was the times where phones were just like strictly call and text. You did all the social media stuff. You had to be on a computer to do it. And like, I don't know.
You know what? You'd also have to have so much trust in people. Like, you'd have to take people's word to the bank. Like, you see somebody, 3 days before, and they're like, yeah, Friday night I'm going to the mall.
It's so true.
I'll see you at 7. And you just have to show up like, with phones, it's like every fucking 10 minutes. It's like, you going? Yeah, I'm going, get updates and shit. What are you doing? I'm getting ready.
Yeah, thank God for phones. You know how many times I would have showed up and been stood up on a fucking planned date if I didn't have my phone?
I was not going to bring this up, but since you used the word stood up, I'll tell the story. So I'm becoming a godfather, okay? And I have to go get a letter of good standing from the parish to give to the other parish, saying like he is a good man.
Wait, what? I'm totally in the dark about this whole process.
I have to go to my church, which everyone knows which one that is, and then get a letter of good standing.
But what does that mean? Like I go to church and give $1 every Sunday? Or?
Yeah,
pretty much.
So that's
what if I don't go to church?
Well, this is the problem. So I call and I'm just like, hey, I need a letter of good standing. And lady pulls up my name and all of a sudden I just hear whoa. you haven't been to church in a while. You're going to have to come talk to the priest. I was like, oh, okay. So we set a time, date time, I show up.
Oh. No fucking way.
I get stood up, boys.
What a fucking
For about 20
dude.
to 30 minutes, overbooked, yada, yada. Calls me the next day, apologizes. Can you come in the next day? For sure. Cool. Next day, I roll in, sit down. I noticed the same kind of flutter. People didn't know where it was. They come out, they apologize, and they're just like, yeah, sorry, he's at a funeral. He wasn't able to come back here. And all I know is this. I don't think there's a soul on this planet that's ever been stood up by a priest once, let alone twice in a week.
Jeez.
And I'm that fucking guy.
And
hey,
I think
wear
I'm
that
that
crown,
fucking
baby.
guy, dude.
Wear that crown,
I think
baby.
the process going forward is you're going to be like, okay, priest, I'm going to send you the paper through email. You're going to fucking sign the paper, and then you're going to send it back to me.
I'm very...
Because I obviously am in a very good standing, and you are not.
Yeah, dude, so I'm very excited for the phone call tomorrow to see how this step's going to go. Because the paper's done. He just needs to sign it. So it better just be like, hey, it's signed. Come pick this up.
But what is the questionnaire going to be? Are you a good person? Because the church's
I'm pretty
definition
sure
is you come and give us money.
I literally think no, you're right.
Don't want to hurt your chances.
No, dude,
of getting that paper signed.
But you're right. Like I think that's why it's so weird. It's like it's not a conversation of are you a good person or not. In my opinion, it's a conversation of
why are you not giving us money?
Exactly. No, exactly.
And
you should just have a historical document of the church's fuck up.
Yeah, they're going to be like, so why haven't you come to church? It's like, well, have you seen
841
your PR
AD?
team?
Yeah.
Have you seen your PR team lately, dude? I can tell you why.
I'm so glad you brought that up because something very, very similar just happened to me recently. So my buddy's getting married.
Shout out.
Excuse me. And so he's not originally Catholic, so he's converting. So you know, he has to get a certificate of he has to have someone sponsor him pretty much to be in a Catholic wedding. Whatever, cool. Or it's for RCIA, the conversion process. So he asked me, he's like, you're one of my good friends, you know, would you want to sponsor me for my conversion, for my wedding? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And so apparently all I have to do is get the certificate of sponsorship from the parish, whatever. I call in, ask for it. And they're like, oh, well, we haven't had your records updated in a really long time. So I'm like,
yep.
They're just seeing zero.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, but like you're still seeing my name is registered there, right? And they're like, yeah. So pretty much all they were telling me is that like the last time I'd registered, I was like 13 and living at my dad's. Okay, cool, whatever. I went to that church. My family donated money. I did all my fucking sacraments there, you scumbags.
I agree.
Turns out this priest would not give me that fucking certificate of sponsorship because, and so here's what's weird about it.
That's crazy.
He wouldn't give it to me because he said he hasn't seen me at church. He's new. How the fuck does he? What if I'm going to church at another church? How would they know? Yeah. They're just gonna
don't want to rough on any thunders. Fuck you, fucking Catholic church.
That parish is dead to me. They'll never see a fucking cent from my name.
Well, I think that's the biggest part of it. It's like how would they not know that I'm just going somewhere else? Like that's
because for a while I was going to church over at Jesuit before those services got closed after the whole university fucking almost like shutting down thing.
Yeah, dude, I
went there for a long time because it was easier.
They're in hot water right now, aren't they?
I think so.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But yeah, anyway, I wanted to touch on that because there are some fucking scumbags and we are at the same parish and they did the same thing to you as they did to me and it's totally fucking crazy to me.
I think it's crazy.
You want people to come, you need a bigger audience and you want people to show up and spend their money on you and this is how you're going to treat the people who have been around forever. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck all of you. Two of them.
Bird up. No, but again, you're not wrong. I think it's just a crazy like process because it took all of us 1 second to realize what they were saying between the lines.
Yes.
So pretty much all you're not showing up and you're not giving us money. Fuck you is what they're saying.
Yeah.
When I went to St. Vincent's, Catholics, they used to send letters to my house that said basically you're not coming to church and giving us enough money.
Really?
Yeah, it's like you pay to fucking go to school there. Like what do you like? All those funds are going to the parish. Like what do you mean?
Yeah, it's a very interesting business model, boys. I will say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so dude, it's kind of crazy we had a bonding moment like that. I feel it though. Wait, so you just can't sponsor them though?
They wouldn't give it to me, and I was getting frustrated with them asking me to like do all this shit and schedule times of going and talk. It's like there's nothing for me to talk to you about. You can see that I did all of my sacraments up through confirmation here, and spent the ridiculous tuition for both me and my brother to go there. My dad and my mom were at that parish for a long time, donated a lot of money. If that's not fucking good enough for you, then nothing is. So fuck off. I literally was just like, yep, fuck you.
There's gotta be a cool church around here though.
There's gotta be.
It's like, I need this fucking paper sign.
I'm gonna start the Church of Schwartz.
The Church of fucking JuiceBox.
Oh my god.
Honestly, great business model. We should do that.
Dude, we could spread the good word once.
Because there's no
Sunday.
rules.
I got a lot of good words.
Yeah. Honestly, people around here do it.
Yeah.
We should start a church.
I'm down, dude.
Then use all
There's
the money.
a lot of tax benefits.
We'll just take the playbook from the Righteous Gemstones, dude. We'll watch the show and then we'll just do exactly what they did. You ever seen that show?
No.
Dude, have you?
No.
Dude, it's
I know what it is, but I haven't seen it.
It is like a legitimately hilarious show, and it's a pretty good cast. It's John Goodman, Adam Devine, Danny McBride, and they are a family of priests, but they're fucking loaded. And they like run this mega church and like do drugs and party and all this stuff, and then they show up and they're just like, oh, what up? You know, it's like, it's a great show.
We should do that. The Church of the JuiceBox. Sundays at 9:30. We lift our hearts. We lift them up to the Lord.
Look us up on Rumble. I love how Rumble's like everyone's pushing Rumble now.
Rumble? I don't even know what that is.
Rumble's like a YouTube competition thing. That's
sounds like a dating app.
It sounds like Bumble.
Yeah, it's basically the whole like Twitter free speech type thing, except it's Rumble.
Rumble.
So. Ready to frickin' rumble, dude.
I have a big time not back of the week.
Ooh.
I was scrolling through social media and I saw the dumbest thing ever. And whoever came up with this couldn't have been any younger than 45. So I come across a McDonald's ad. You know, anime's huge right now, which I'm a huge anime fan. Shout out all my anime watchers out there.
Shout out.
So McDonald's is doing an anime promo, and their fucking strategy was to turn their logo upside down. So it looks like a W and call themselves WickDonald's.
What? Dude,
whoever came up with that couldn't have been any younger than 45.
And it took them... Dude, I just envision 50 people sitting in a boardroom and the first person just be like,
that's it.
That's it. We're going to flip the logo, call it, and they're all right, meeting over.
It's a Don Draper meme, you know, looking at the whiteboard with all disheveled... And he's like, keep it simple, stupid. We just turn it upside down. Everyone's like, this guy's a genius.
This guy knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah, anyway, could not believe that. So boomer marketing is absolutely not fucking back at all.
Oh, dude.
What is back, in my opinion, is rock star shit in hockey. Oh, my God. We've seen some amazing shit this week. So first off, WVU ACC tournament. Back-to-back champs. Let's go, boys. Shout out Mason Smith. Shout out Caleb Carnell.
Shout out the boys.
Shout them out. We need a big...
South Point teammates.
Sorry, we need a win tonight. So hopefully they bring some of that energy to our team.
Oh, yeah. Let's keep it rolling, baby. Let's keep them ship vibes going.
Dude, I was rocking their jersey yesterday. I bought one of those cool new ones. Wore it to the hall. Those things are sick.
Let's see. So what else in hockey was rock star this week? I don't know, Bubba. Did you see that Matt Rempe kid from the Rangers?
That was another back for me, which I skipped over. Fighting in hockey, ? Maybe back. This guy
is fucking awesome.
Fucking
he's
rock
like
star.
6'7", 230 fucking pounds.
Yeah, dude, it's Hal Gill 2.0,
he's like 21 years old,
but
bro.
he's tough though. They had a graphic. He played in 2 games, and his time on ice might have been like 9 minutes.
It was 9 minutes.
His penalty minutes were like 21 minutes.
He has 27 penalty minutes and 9 minutes and 56 seconds of ice time.
That's awesome.
He has 3 penalty minutes for every 1 minute he skates on the ice.
He 2 games, like 2 different fights, like bloodied some dude, beat him up.
Well, bro, he fought Nico Delorier.
Yeah, tough guy.
That dude is like. He's a top 3 fighter in the league right now, and he fucking went haymaker for haymaker with this dude for an entire fight as a 21-year-old kid. Damn. Fucking stud.
And then big hit, got tossed, I'm pretty sure, out of one game. So that was his 2 games played sick.
Dude, fighting in sports is back. Then I saw a brawl in it wasn't a brawl, but like a scuffle in the NBA game this week too. Maybe fighting is just back. Period.
Wait, was there something going on in a Kansas State basketball game this week too? So I feel like I heard someone talking about a big scrum at the end of a college basketball game.
There was storming the court is not back. I don't know what game that was, but somebody got hurt.
Duke and Wake Forest.
Yeah.
Well, dude, and I'm glad you said that. Because I think court storming might be dead.
Yeah.
For good.
You really think they're going to get rid of it?
I think there's a good chance because, and everyone's making a big deal about it, and I don't think it's that big of a deal. So the Filipowski kid from Duke gets run into, whatever, they make a big deal about it, and then the overhead replay comes down, and he's the one who initiated the contact. Okay.
Like
they're probably going to ignore that fact.
Yeah.
Totally. Caitlin Clark.
Same thing.
2 incidents that close together. I would not be surprised at all. Dude, if universities start cracking down on it. I'm not saying there's going to be some sort of NCAA rule. I wouldn't be surprised if universities were like, if we see you storming the court, you're going to fine, suspended, expelled, something like that. I could see it coming.
You want to know what I think, Schwartz?
What you think?
Want to know what I think, Bubba?
What do you think?
If you don't want him to store the court,
don't fucking let him.
Yeah.
That's
win
how
the game.
Yep.
If you don't want a situation like that to happen, easy. Win.
Yep. Bubba, it's like that rock star slap shot on the empty net in that one game.
Slap shot regatta.
From the Ottawa Senators.
I hate that though.
Why? They were giving him the business all game. They were playing hit. In general, I don't like it.
My opinion is fine, do it. But you're going to get punched in the face for it. And, I think both's fine. You want to do that, that's cool, but you're going to get fucking
I think it's kind of bullshit to retaliate against someone that you were fucking picking on the whole game. Dude's literally getting cross-checked hard as fuck the entire game. Getting picked on, yeah, if I was him, I would take that slap shot.
Go ahead. But you're going to get slapped. You're going to get
normal game.
You're going to get cross-checked in the face.
In any normal game, if I do that just to be a fucking hot dog, sure, go ahead. Whatever, I'm cool with it. No, you're going to treat someone like that. That's just being a fucking crybaby.
But I have a side also. There was a fight in a college hockey game, and they both got out of the box. I didn't see the preceding to the fight, but they must have taken their helmets off because they're in cages and they didn't have a helmet on. And this fucking guy, he quote tweeted a college hockey fight must cover one of the teams. Suspension surely incoming for both players, and the ref should be ashamed for letting the game get away like this. Fuck you!
What a fucking joke.
Fucking loser.
They agreed to it.
And must be the biggest highlight of college hockey in years. Go fuck yourself. Because there's a conversation, should fighting be allowed in college hockey? And this guy'd probably no.
Yes.
Dude, fuck you. Wear shields and fight.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. To me, I've always known and thought fighting's just a part of hockey. Period.
But they don't want it these days. They're doing everything they can to tank
the sorry ass Europeans banned it. Now 1 or 2 of the Canadian leagues are starting to ban fighting. It's a terrible thing. And I think
beans and toast to yourself.
Even outside of taking away from the entertainment factor, I think it promotes bad sportsmanship in the leagues, because you see it in Europe where that's been around for a while now. Because they can't fight, they elect to just take very, very dirty penalties, dirty hits from behind, horrible checks. And they know that it's okay, I can do this and hurt the guy, probably take him out of the game and sit in the box for 2, maybe 4 minutes.
Where if they
as opposed to just fucking brawl,
get
dude.
It out of your
Don't
system.
Be a fucking pussy. How about that? Pussies. Europe, wake the fuck up.
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
The most rock star shit from this week though is Adam Ruzicka. Coyotes. He just got his contract terminated. You know why? He posted himself doing fucking cocaine to his Instagram story. What a fucking rock star, dude. That is fucking epic.
Dude, I can't
wait.
What
a dog.
His excuse is going to be I thought that was on my close friends.
And it's blatantly cocaine. Yeah. It's lined up with a card next to it. And then he puts the camera on his face, and he's got a vial of it in his fucking mouth. What a stud, bro.
He
shout out to you, my fucking guy. You don't have a job right now, but you're a stud.
He
Nailers.
kisses his hand and goes like that. Dude, it's fucking hysterical.
Dude, what? Like, why would you record yourself doing that?
Because he was out of his mind.
Out of his mind? Dude, that's hysterical.
So Rockstar Shit in Hockey has been the biggest back of the week I've had in a long time.
Yep.
That's I mean, good to hear. I mean, truthfully, good to hear. How are the, obviously we know you guys are kind of rolling. How the Pens doing?
The Pens are not rolling.
They're dead.
They're dead,
Yeah.
and they are going to cause me major health problems.
They're gonna start trading and getting rid of like most of their team, which is probably like
Send them all to the fucking sun. There's no way this team should be that bad. If this team on paper is that bad, get the fuck rid of the paper.
I don't know. They have one good line, and the rest just stink.
Fucking get rid of them all, except for
They have
the
one
core
good line,
three.
and the dude from the Coyotes did it, dude. Fuck.
Yeah,
fucking
bring
did it,
him,
man.
Bring him on. Yeah, it's sad, but it was just gonna come. It's time, and I was so mad, but then I've just had a realization that like I don't care what they do.
Yeah,
I just hope they do like a lot of changes and get better, and then.
I feel like, obviously you guys are hockey guys. I've watched it as a casual my whole life, watching like the Penguins dominate, the guys dominate. I think honestly, I know this is going to sound crazy, but it will be kind of like a healthy reset when they just like reset the team, even though it sucks. But like,
Because I've been kind of envious of the people that like have young teams and like shout out Dustin Henry, who's just like, oh, these young guys coming up, and like he's like so into like the guys coming in the program. Like the Penguins just don't have that at all.
yeah.
You don't know anybody in the farm system because they all stink.
And it's so unfortunate. Obviously, it was going to happen at some point, but I talk to my dad about it all the time. The Pens were really, really bad for like 12 years.
Yeah.
Before they got the team that they had. So, once moves are made and once some of the stars are gone, we're probably looking at a similar timeline.
Which, I mean, but honestly, dude, I know this is going to sound crazy. I know you want to win every single year. I get it. But like the chunk of time that Penguins fans have had, if 5 years went kind of in the gutter, it still was worth it. In my opinion.
100%.
They have more cups in that time period than any expansion team, and there is no, to my knowledge, professional franchise in all of sports that they've had all-time greats for 40 years.
Yeah.
They had Lemieux, then they went right into Yager, then in 2005, Lemieux came back and was still playing when they drafted Sidney Crosby. No franchise can say that. They've had
crazy.
They've had the best player in the league for that many years.
It's
consistently.
Yeah, and you
can't be pissed off.
Yeah, and you don't realize it till like you just see the steam starting to. But yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with you though. I mean, but who knows? Fuck, you guys might just draft someone crazy and ends up being the next GOAT.
Kyle Dubas is going to make a big splash trade, and we're going to be right back.
Shout out that guy Kyle Dubas at the fucking Nailers game, baby.
Yep, he agreed to give he agreed to give half our South Point team a tryout to replace some of the underperforming players on the team right now.
Clapping.
Yeah, he was legitimately there.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. That's so funny. So what time's your guys' game tonight?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock p.m. sharp.
How do we think the stands are gonna look?
Not very good, probably, because they never are. But yeah,
the politics are playing into it. They don't want to see Wheeling win. They tell people that the Wheeling team didn't show up today. You can leave the stands and go over to the bar and have a drink.
Yeah, terrible. We lost last week. The big.
Ooh, yeah, we
big humbling experience last week.
We did not have a good game.
Did you guys get your asses beat?
Yeah, we did.
Kind of did, yeah.
Frankly. Yeah, I think it was like a 9-5 or 9-6.
Little wake up call for the boys.
Yeah, they fucking came out and put up 9 on us. It was bad.
I think it was good though. Humbling experience for me personally as well. But you need that. You need a nice reset. You could have made a lot of excuses. A lot of West Virginia shells and helmets on the other team. So you'll have that sometimes. A lot of young guys, coming out hard, skating around people like me. But you know what? That happens.
Yeah, except for that fucking number 3. That fucking squid. What a joke.
What a hot dog, huh?
What a joke. Buddy came in, tried to hot dog. All he could do was dangle our less skilled skaters. He came in and tried all those stupid moves on me.
Not me. Didn't make me look bad.
Nope, didn't make me look bad either. I kept poking that shit away, saying, get that
I threw him in the boards one
time.
Felt kind of bad.
Fuck them. Let's go. We're going to win tonight.
Yeah, you are. I agree.
Yeah, big game from 77 coming up tonight. I feel it.
I love it. What number are you?
4, baby.
All right, we got number 4, number 77. Let's go.
Yes, some might take offense to me wearing Bobby Orr's number, but it's not retired.
Nah, dude, I don't take offense to that. That's legendary status to me. I feel like you're just paying homage at that point.
I'm flying around out there. I'm trying to be like him.
Yeah, I'm fucking in there in the war zone. My name's Juice Fisherman. All these little kids are like, Juice Fisherman, what's that? I'm like, bitch, have you ever heard of Mac Miller, bro? I'm paying homage to my boy Larry Fish.
Every fucking heard of him.
Yeah. I'm like, God, fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, no, that's honestly that's kind of my weekly update. Me and Brady started hopping back in the war zone map. We got 2 dubs on Thursday.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
We were the boys were fired up. I'm not
Let's
gonna lie.
go.
The boys were fired up. We've been playing pretty good.
That's big news.
It is big news, man. NCAA football is actually coming out this summer. That should be kind of crazy. Trying to think what else. What else happened to me this week? I don't know.
I have a quick update. Last week I was dunked in on my official love of the week were how bad the Fanatics MLB jerseys were and how everybody was up in arms. Quick update. The pants are even fucking worse.
Dang.
Oh, my God.
Bro, you can see their balls.
Have you seen this?
No.
They're see-through, dude.
What?
Completely see-through. Like sliding, like you can see the logos on underwear, like sliding shorts.
Bro, you can see both balls separately.
Yeah, there's
we
some
about to wear some next week.
There's
or what?
Absolutely. I'm wearing that shit to work now.
Yeah, some clear testicles in a lot of pictures. Hysterical. Absolutely hysterical.
So are they supposed to be like workout?
They're supposed to, high tech new, the best to wear during sports, and they're completely see-through.
Yeah, imagine, going to watch an old game, and you're like, check out the dick on that one.
Yeah, so I don't know what they're going to do, but I love it, because fuck Fanatics, you scumbag company.
Hell yeah. Did we talk about, we didn't talk about old Bobby Altoff's fake AI video, did we?
Oh,
no,
we didn't.
I'll tell you what, boys, that was a vulgar video.
Yeah, holy shit.
I will say.
God damn.
It took me one time to watch it and look at her face and realize
it was pretty clear it was not her.
Right.
The eyes were, it's like, this is a computer.
Yeah,
right.
Plain as day, dude. Her video was just so funny.
Yeah.
Like, just walking, she's like, yeah, not me. Blah, blah,
She goes, what the fuck?
but on the sidebar, terrifying.
Yeah.
Because like all it's gonna take is one little tweak to whatever that thing is.
Did you see the Neuralink, speaking of that stuff?
I saw
guy can control a mouse with his head. I fucking hate that.
It's scary when you when you read it's one thing, but then when you say it out loud, it like sounds even
terrifying.
worse.
Like malfunctions, you can't get like thoughts are coming in. Like
imagine just me being able to control like the start-stop button from just sitting right here.
Yeah, hacking in.
Yeah.
What's the kid's nursery rhyme about the dude who played the flute and and had the
Pied Piper?
Yeah, the Pied Piper. That's what it sounds like. It's some modern version of fucking Pied Piper.
Dude, every time I hear the word Pied Piper, I think of Silicon Valley. Did you guys ever watch that show? Yeah, that was a good old comedy show. I think when I was in college, basically it's just like tech company, and they end up naming it Pied Piper, and it's just funny. Paying the piper. But so what do we got to look forward to this week, boys? Anything crazy going on?
I'm trying to think.
Unfortunately for me, it's last week of the month is always tough for me at work, so I'm anticipating being very stressed.
Yeah, I got an annual review this week, so those are always just nerve-wracking in general, but I just I know it's beating a dead horse, but I honestly just cannot believe Friday's March 1st.
I can't either. When you said that, I was like, fuck. I got to fucking pay my rent again by check this week. But I don't know. I don't have anything on the calendar, so we'll see what this week provides.
You didn't know games or anything?
Friday? Do we play Friday?
I think that we play Friday. Actually, we might have a Friday-Sunday tandem.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they make us feel like professional players. I tell everyone I'm
going to get a big
semi-pro.
crowd then Friday. I think everybody's going to show out on a weekend.
Hell yeah, dude. Get it
Weekend
fired up.
Yeah.
First weekend of March, why not?
The Nailers could never be as entertaining as us.
I don't think they could either.
Since you guys went or you went, I don't know if you went, how are the Nailers still rolling?
Still rolling.
Yeah.
They lost Friday. They won last night. So big rebound.
Big fight to start out the game, yeah.
Oh, that was electric. I couldn't believe the refs let him go.
I missed it. I was coming in. Missed the fight.
It was a sick fight, dude, from the Nailers. So the guy from the Nailers is fighting the tough guy from Fort Wayne. Knocks him out cold, baby.
Nuh-uh. Damn.
Fucking clutched it up.
A little fucking shilling Rodocker action,
A victory #1 Royale like fucking Fortnite.
Dude, shout out Shilling. I used to love going and watching Central hockey games, bro. Shit's so fun.
That dude's no stranger to knocking people out.
Yeah, dude. Oh, he was awesome.
YMC member, Shilling Rodocker. Shout out.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I have one hate of the week.
Fuck
well,
yeah.
actually, no, I have two.
Hate some shit.
Yeah, but this is very controversial, and it makes me a scumbag too. Because when you're drunk, there's nothing better than someone taking you home. There's nothing better. And shout out good friends, and again, makes me an absolute scumbag. I hate driving drunk people home. I hate it. And when you're sober, you are that guy. And it's starting to get to the point where people know I'm sober, and they're like, "You're taking me home tonight." It's like, dude, I will, but when you got like 3 different groups, like, oh, it's like, dude, I can't take 12 people home. I just can't do it,
dude. That
there's a logistical problem. You know, you're not all going to fit in my car.
Well, can't you just like come back after you drop them off and pick up?
Yeah, it's
something?
like maybe I want to fucking like do something, or maybe I want to go home.
Yeah.
You know, like I gotta get up at 5 tomorrow. I'm not going to come back to the bar and take your fucking ass home at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm just not going to do it. I'm sorry.
That has to be the one of the most difficult of you going out to bars, because
again,
I bet it gets annoying as fuck.
That's the bet. Yeah,
after a while too.
Again, it makes me a shitty person though. It's like, why am I like that? Because some people are like, you know, I'll take you home tonight. I'm not drinking. But me, I'm like, I don't fucking want to take you home.
You don't know, Bubba. You don't know anybody anything, brother. If you want to take him home, great. If
But
you
like
don't wanna
that
take him home, great.
That was my life for years. So people always take my ass home when I'm drinking.
Yeah, I mean,
I probably have done that several times.
All the time, yeah. Again, but I would say, like if we're at the bar together and like you're like I'm leaving, you said okay, like it's not a big deal.
But if it's once in a blue moon, that's one thing. But it seems as if this is becoming a regular occurrence where people are asking you for rides, which I can understand how that gets annoying as fuck.
But it's the ride's not the part. It's when you have 6 drunk ass people. They're like touching you and shit. They're yelling. It's like, dude.
They're like, Bubba, thanks.
They can touch me all they want.
Whoa,
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, well, I'm not taking him 10, attractive ladies.
Damn, I was just making that assumption. Shit, I figured
you'd be incorrect.
Just money ball back there.
Shit, I mean, Bubba's a dog. I just made that assumption.
Oh, dude, we were laughing at the hole yesterday because there's this guy sitting at the bar who looked just like Ben Mint. So we just started we just the whole fucking time he was there, we just kept calling him Bobby Mintz. It was just a great time.
That's a great thing that I
It's
also
fun.
love. When you're just ripping on something they look like
It's so fun.
Nothing
Like,
better.
he turned around and Shits was like, "Is that fucking Mintz?" And I was
Look
like,
at Ted Cruz over there by the door. Fuck face.
"Yeah."
Dead giveaway for Mincy is if he's wearing a fucking watch that's way too big for his wrist.
Dude, brick watches.
I laughed so hard like when he just got hired back and he texted Dave like where the link was or something. He's like the head of our watch brand, doesn't even know where to go to buy the watches.
Oh, dude. Oh man, that's so fucking funny. So funny. All right, what else did we hit?
The only other thing, and this is a smaller one, is like the commercials where it's like a fake interview. Like they're just acting like they meet someone on the street. They're like, "Hey, you want to try this out?" Like that's not a fucking paid actor that you like planned that for months and like gave him a script. Fuck off.
Yeah, dude, imagine just bragging to the boys, "Hey, I got a big shoot. I got to shoot. I'm doing a fucking
Here's Billy. What do you think about our laundry detergent? No stains. It's like, dude, fuck off.
Billy Mays here." Shout out Billy Mays. West Virginia
Shout out
guy.
Pitchman. Yeah, that is a dying industry too.
Yeah, dude.
Anthony Sullivan or whatever, the
Dude,
other ones.
I used to love those guys. Would hype me up. You'd be in a bad mood. You're like, Billy Mays.
Oh,
here. Whoa!
Or like the dude from the fucking Slap Chop commercial comes
Yeah.
on. Slap.
You're gonna love my nuts. Yeah, that guy too.
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna love my nuts.
I think he was the last one.
The kids are gonna love my
I think
nuts.
he went to like federal prison though, I'm pretty sure.
He did.
Fuck.
For
Yeah,
something.
dude. Remember the head-on commercials where it was just like head-on applied directly to
The
the forehead, and it just repeated it like 37
The whole
times.
commercial was just that
What-
line over and over again.
What a throwback. And the worst is when you would like get the back to back. Like they fucked up and you get that same
Head-on
commercial.
applied directly to the forehead. It's like I just listened to this for 4 minutes.
I heard that
I feel like I'm
statement
going
48
fucking
times.
insane
I
here.
applied it all already. How much longer
How
can
much
I
more
apply?
do I need to put on my forehead?
Oh, dude. OG commercials are the best.
Yeah, for real.
I always love seeing like little nostalgia hits on like Twitter where like they throw like an old commercial up there and you're like, oh my goodness, this is what it used to be like. Crazy. But yeah, boys, I really don't have anything else.
I hate inconsiderate coworkers.
Inconsiderate coworkers. That is a good one.
I had an incident on Friday. Yeah. So I'm walking into the kitchen because we had lunch in a conference room. Fucking good boy me. I'm going to grab shit to clean up the table because everyone puts their greasy, dirty fucking fingers everywhere and doesn't clean up after themselves. So I'm going to grab shit to clean up. I slipped so fucking hard in that kitchen and hurt my back. Yeah, like my back's tight as fuck right now.
Damn.
I'm a dog, so I'm going through it. But yeah, so it turns out someone took fucking Raid, like ant spray, which is like oily and shit because it's supposed to stick to him and fucking kill him. They sprayed it all over the floor.
No way,
bro,
dude.
How fucking dumb apologies if the wrong people are watching this, but how fucking stupid? How stupid can you be? Seriously.
How'd you land?
I caught myself.
Okay.
But it's when I caught myself is when I tweaked
Twisted
my back.
it. Fuck.
Yeah, and I work with a bunch of older ladies. If it was one of them, we're looking at someone breaking their hip.
No, for real though.
And it's like first off, what the fuck are you doing? Spraying Raid all over the floor like Febreze. This is coming from someone that
you might as well put WD-40 on the ground.
This is someone that has kids our age.
Put some butter on the floor.
You're telling me
soap?
You're telling me that in 50, maybe 60 years of life, you've never figured out how to appropriately use Raid?
Oh, dude.
What the fuck,
I'm
man?
just like trying to put myself in your shoes because there is nothing worse than getting caught off guard in an unbalanced fall. Like
it was bad.
I remember doing tobacco when it would be cold. I would bust my ass in parking lots and shit just on ice. Nothing more and it's so weird that the first thing I do is I jump up and I look around to see if anybody sees me fall. But like there's nothing like that makes you feel like less of a person where you're just like fine and then all of a sudden you just lose your whole equilibrium and fall down.
I've been living dangerously. Quick shout out. I have these Crocs on and at some point either me and my brother, because they're my brothers, I stole them, like had gone to a fire and got too close. There is no bottom. Like it's just like straight. There's no tread, anything. It's all melted. So I slip all the time.
Yeah, you're gonna bust your ass.
Like if it snowed, like a little dusting, like I'm on the verge of breaking my fucking back and falling.
Wait, dude. So what ended up happening? Where all the ladies like, oh my god, Michael, are you okay?
I look over at the dude who sits next to the kitchen area, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck is all over the floor? And he's like, oh, someone sprayed down Raid. And I was like, all over the floor? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, well, that's wrong. So we need to clean this shit up. So, of course, me and him, neither of which who put the shit down, cleaned it all up off the floor. And that shit's not easy either.
No.
It's fucking oily. So we're like on our hands and knees scrubbing with Dawn dish soap. I'm supposed to be crunching numbers in Excel at my desk. And here I am on my hands and knees like a fucking maid.
I can't crunch numbers when I'm Mary Poppins.
Like, Jesus
dog.
Christ. And so it turned, I figured out who did it. But me being petty ass me, I acted like I had no clue who did it. But I went around the office bitching about how someone did it and that it happened. I know who did it.
Oh,
She didn't even fucking come and apologize.
Oh, dang, that's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
crazy.
Could have easily just walked up and be like, "Hey."
At this point, I'll fight anyone. In there.
Holy shit!
Bring fights to the office.
Yeah.
Honestly,
fights.
yeah. If we're fighting in sports, we're fighting at work.
Do
it.
offices need enforcers? I think they do.
I think they
I
do.
like this idea.
Command a bigger
I think
paycheck.
they do because I'm the only bad guy in there. You know, I came into this place, they didn't have an enforcer, so I'm the one who's like speaking out against all this shit. I'm the one who's not afraid to say his mind.
Can you imagine
I might as well take it to another level.
like sales, not calls, but like say you have like a meeting for a big sale. It's like dragging on. It's like bringing in Schwartz. He's the enforcer. He's the closer.
Boom, glasses
Throw
on.
off the water bottle. Like, let's fucking go, baby.
fucking water bottle our client.
If Schwartz fucking knocks out their enforcer, you guys got to agree to the terms, baby.
Yep.
Dude. So like Raid, Dawn dish soap, I think like we definitely should try to find some place where we could do slip and slide, so we could do slip and flip this summer.
Hey,
Yeah.
You guys ever played that?
No, I've seen them, but
It's fucking exhilarating.
time
and that
summer-
was kind of
summer
my
activity.
thought when I heard the dish soap. Like
I think that'd be sweet.
Dude,
But you need a big tarp.
Well,
to find a manufacturer
and
a hill. I don't have a hill.
Part. I don't have a hill either.
I think that's the easiest part, though, is to find a hill.
You kind of do have
a hill.
Yeah, but would we die going on your hill? Your hill?
It depends how fast.
I mean, hey, fuck it, we'll try.
If you go over my little retaining wall, you're gonna hurt yourself for sure.
We'll just anybody that comes, we'll have a piece of paper.
Yeah,
it's like, hey,
sign this waiver.
We're gonna party.
I have one more hate that I just thought of. The Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pittsburgh Pirates are no longer a serious organization in sports. They're just not.
Fair.
They're a joke. And there's a hit piece put out on them. On the Athletic. It was very funny. Well, sad, but funny. And then the next day they just signed one of their players to long term. They're like, hey, look at this. We signed him, baby. Because the whole article about how like cheap and just a joke fuck you, Bob Nutting is and all this shit. And yeah, they were like, look at us Pirates, baby. We're locking up long term contracts. Fuck you.
Yeah, dude, I solely blame Bob for my dislike of baseball. Honestly,
the one part was like one of the younger guys on the team was really struggling hitting, and he had like rose to a very good player. So, and I guess their hitting coach is like a joke, and like his approach sucked, but they're paying him a lot of money. And he went to like the minors, where he came up to one of their hitting coaches and was working with him, and he like greatly improved. And he was like secretly doing this because he knew it was against the team's policies or whatever once. And they found out and they fucking fired that coach. They fired
him.
Is
so
he was
garbage.
in their system. Like he was a minor league coach for the Pittsburgh Pirates and they fired him.
What?
You're too good at your job. You're out.
That's crazy.
Because they didn't want to admit that their hitting coach sucks.
Absolute joke.
Dude, but then I guess I pivot the other way and be like, because I can fully admit I don't like pay full attention to baseball, like rosters, everything like that. How did they like make that playoff run then? And like, was that all luck? Because it kind of seems like it kind of was like luck in terms of they just had the right guys there at the right time.
I think they were just firing on all cylinders, honestly.
I'm like the wrong person because I don't fucking pay attention enough. But I think it was like they had guys coming up but they did spend a little bit. And then the next season, they plummeted the fucking payroll.
Yeah, because that was what McCutcheon, Sterling Marte was. What's his name? Gregory
Polanco.
Polanco. Yeah. I think he was on that team.
He fell off.
Yeah, dude, he was supposed to be like a pro. Well, a pro. Everyone's like Polanco, and yeah, I haven't heard his name.
Well, that's the other thing. Like they had a couple, but they consistently get the first pick, or like their drafting and development fucking sucks, and like that's one of the biggest problems that people don't talk about. Yeah, they don't spend money, but like they always get the better pick, and they either don't want to pay the signing bonus, or they just don't know how to fucking draft and develop.
Dude, if only Mark Cuban could have bought him however many years ago when he tried.
Well, he's never selling.
We're stuck with the West Virginia hillbilly, as Mark Madden calls him.
Yeah.
Is that what he calls him?
Yeah. All the time.
Mark Madden's a fucking douche, but that's funny.
It is it is really funny. It's slightly insulting, but it's way more funny than insulting, so I'll take it. I'll take it. Fuck him.
And
I am a hillbilly. Fuck all you.
The one time we saw him in a bar, he asked where we were from. And
wait, Mark Madden?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I might have said this on here, but it's just so funny. And it's insulting, but he asked us, we said, yeah, we're from Wheeling. He's like, don't come to me with your problems.
That's funny,
which honestly is fucking hysterical.
That's hysterical.
But then he went off and he's like, the best concert I ever saw was in Wheeling. And he was like talking about the casino and stuff.
Dang, that's crazy. Don't come to me with your problems, boy.
That's so amazing. It's such a
fuck out of
line.
Here. Oh, dude.
I
don't. Do you guys ever see Bob Nutting? I don't ever see Bob.
My
Nutting
dad said he saw him at the wellness center the other day.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I need to look him up because I go.
Oh, if I see him at the wellness center, I'm killing him.
The only
we're joking. We're joking.
I feel like the only picture of Bob Nutting I've seen was remember the video that kid walked up to take a picture with him and took his shirt off and it says sell the team.
And he didn't know how to process it.
Yeah, he's looking. He's just like, huh? And then the picture's classic.
Yeah, my dad saw him at the Avenue Eats a couple weeks ago. He's like, I should be like, fuck you, Bob.
Okay, so speaking of Avenue Eats, I need to go to the water. Dude, I was talking to Neil.
We should go like next week. I've never been there.
I was talking to Neil about it yesterday. He, like, according to every report that I've heard, the place is fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why don't I see anybody? Like, why don't I see young people or like attractive people in Wheeling? Because I don't go to any of those fucking places.
Yeah.
Like,
That's true.
I've never been there in places like that.
Yeah, I'm always like, why do I see the same people? Well, it's because
you
I
go
go
to the
the
hole
same
every
place.
fucking weekend. Yeah.
It's because I go to the same place every weekend. That's why I see the same fucking people.
I never see young people in Wheeling. You go to Wakeham's like all the time. What are you talking about? But quick shout out to Wakeham's. 100 years this year.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
That is cool.
I didn't know this.
Awesome.
I thought I was like the fourth generation to go there, which is insane.
That is insane.
And I texted my dad. He's like, "No, you're the fifth. I'm the fifth generation of my family to go to Wakeham's."
That's actually really cool.
Yeah,
like that.
I will
really
never
cool.
do anything like that again. Like,
Yeah.
never be the fifth generation to do anything. Quite frankly,
That's really fucking cool.
Historical regulars.
Yeah, dude. Bubba's like, my family's been getting shit-faced since 1924, brother. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, baby. But Daytona 500, you guys watch Monday?
a little
Fortunately,
bit. I fell asleep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, speaking of fights, because there was a lot of argument turmoil after that race, so I'm assuming the Atlanta race today should be an electric factor.
Hell yeah! I saw the big one, the big crash.
Dude, me, my dad, and JT, probably I'd say lap 30 was when like the texting really started firing up, and just like I know like. Just the idea, and it's beating a dead horse, but I'll keep saying it, I don't care. Just the idea of going 190 miles an hour, 3 wide, with this much room in between the cars and you're bumping each other is terrifying to me. And like they show the wreck and everybody's eyes, like you can tell they're terrified. It's like, well, yeah, they have every right to be. And it's crazy to think that most drivers, you have to like, when you're wrecking, you have to like let go of the wheel because the wheel can just
holy fuck.
Yeah, because like the wheel spins so fast that if your thumbs are in it, it could like rip your like Ryan Blaney almost broke his wrist. It like caught him and then like he went like it's crazy.
That's
so very excited
crazy.
for the race today.
God damn.
But yeah, boys, other than that, it's been a very fun episode here.
It has been.
Little Sunday morning Electric Factory. Make sure to follow us on YouTube at the JuiceBox Podcast, and we will see you next week.
Follow me on Twitter, Bubba Slider. Follow me on Instagram at the Harry Slider. Don't really have anything else.
Follow me on Instagram at mshores25. By the way, it is Seductive Sunday. Let's bring sex back to Sundays. Everyone start fucking. Have a good day.
Oh!